on the road and hungry for a win against an Eastern Conference rival. The Orlando Magic are ready for this thing to get started. Welcome to what should be a great Saturday night for the NBA. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with David Aldridge on our sideline. This game in Milwaukee marks the start of a homestand for the Bucks. Sixth game of the season for them, and when you're 4-1 already, you've got a good feeling about each game.
And right now for the Bucks, they have caught the entire league off guard. This was not a position anyone thought they'd be in at this stage of the season.
And the credit belongs to them for what they did and didn't do during the offseason. I mean, they had a vision, they set it out, and they stayed true to it.
And let's go straight over to David Aldridge for a report before the tip-off. Hey, Dave.
Well, guys, Giannis Antetokounmpo is the Bucks' first All-Star since Michael Redd back in 2004. Now, the lefty Redd said, "I've never seen anybody like him. It's almost like he's from another planet. It won't be hard for him to attract talent here. I just want a ring when they get a ring." Kevin?
And the Bucks just one title back in 1971. DA, thank you. Well, we see a lot of rookies getting their first taste, Clark, of NBA action. What was the hardest part for you transitioning from the Big Ten to the NBA?
I think the speed of the game, the number of possessions, again, with the 24-second clock going back to the 80s, there was no shot clock in college basketball. So you could drag it out and play walk-it-up basketball. In the NBA, you got to turn that thing over every 24 seconds. And that speed and those number of possessions, a lot to adjust to. And then everybody's strength and talent. That, too, was eye-opening and exciting, too, because I had realized a dream to be out there with those guys.
And smarter players, too, on that pro level.
Yeah, they know their stuff. I like to say, when you get to the NBA, you're a PhD in hoops.
Now the starting group for Orlando. Gordon down low with Bamba next to him. Augustine and Fournier are in the backcourt, and it's Isaac in at the 3.
And Eric Bledsoe, so gifted athletically. He's got to learn to read the game as fast as he plays it, and that's a process. Staying under control, using change of pace, those are things he can tighten up.
A nice pick right there to get him right to the rack.
Despite his relatively lean frame, Isaac is a solid screener because he makes himself big when he sets the screen.
Lopez with the ball. Bamba picks him up. Here's Antetokounmpo, and Antetokounmpo schemes it in.
Good job by Bledsoe to lay into that defender. That's what we call putting the wood on.
Augustine with it. Outside Fournier. There's the screen. Over in the corner, Isaac. Shot clock at 6. Here's Bamba, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on Brook Lopez.
The raw talent Bamba has, just so impressive. A shot blocking specialist who also makes an impact on the offensive end. And with Mohamed Bamba, one of the first things you notice is that 7'9" wingspan. I mean, yeah, he's got to add more muscle on that frame, but he can use that reach already to make an impact at both ends.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And with Bamba, in addition to his crazy length, you also get a player who's extremely smart.
How about getting scholarship offers from Ivy League schools, including Harvard? You can see him thinking on the court. He's deliberate in the things that he does. Bright future ahead for him.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Clark, one of the strong points that the Orlando Magic team has is their balance.
Well, they've got a number of players, Kevin, that can go for double digits on any night. That's always nice. Good depth on this roster as well. And when you don't have an elite star or talent, these are the kind of things you look for in building your team.
And you just can't let Isaac get that much room to shoot it from deep. He's a very consistent three-point shooter with a fluid shooting form.
And it's Gordon missing. For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's Antetokounmpo. Got a hand on it.
The main thing you get with Bamba, imposing defender, shot blocker alters everything in the paint.
Count that one.
Well, I think this is the start they wanted. Come out and put some points up early. 3 or 4 so far.
And Middleton kicks to Antetokounmpo. Lopez passes to Antetokounmpo. Hands the shot with nobody near him. Antetokounmpo's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Set him up well there. Brook Lopez showing his vision and willingness as a passer.
Bledsoe against Augustine. Gordon with no one around. A three-pointer, no good. Feeds it to Antetokounmpo, and the layup's good off the glass. Antetokounmpo's got 6 points. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. It's Fournier on the wing, stolen by Middleton. Bledsoe against Augustine. Now here's Bledsoe. Not a lot of room. A second chance effort, and it's good on the way in. He's got 5.
Tell you what, anytime guards get to the glass, I think it energizes the whole team. You got to respect the hustle of Bledsoe there.
Orlando's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. They set the screen. And Augustine kicks to Isaac. Back to Augustine. 6 to shoot. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That's his first foul. And it's the Magic with the ball, trailing by 2. Here's Fournier on the money from 12 feet away.
From the mid-range area, Fournier very, very gifted. As a pure shooter, he's as good as we have in the league.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and it's off the back rim, no good. For Orlando, they've gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. A reverse, and Middleton with the block.
Boy, the defensive hustle there by Middleton. Stretching out and getting his hand on that shot. Excellent effort.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. He's covered by Isaac. Fades back. Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
And there's the foul that goes on Ilyasova. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Fournier. 20 points for him last game against Portland.
The length of Middleton, really an asset on defense for him. He's so good at getting his hands up quickly to contest shots.
And now Bamba pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And the dunk by Bamba.
And that's up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break.
Now here's Antetokounmpo coming off a solid outing against Minnesota. It's blocked. Now Isaac over Antetokounmpo. And the shot falls short this time. Bledsoe left side. And they cash in right away with the quick shot. Bledsoe's got 7 points.
This is a positive sign for sure. I mean, when Bledsoe's hitting this, I think it ignites the entire squad.
And then Gordon with the dunk.
And Gordon taking advantage of the fact that when he gets up in the air like that, nobody's interested in getting in his way.
And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Havoc. Now here's Middleton. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change.
And they are going toe-to-toe here tonight, guys. This thing's like a heavyweight fight.
Yeah, these teams evenly matched, Greg, trading hits and refusing to give up any advantage.
And the next one puts them in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the strike.
Henson's checked in for the Bucks. Malcolm Brogdon comes in for Chris Middleton. And a switcher also for Orlando. Grant's checked in. Down low. Stolen by Henson. They're running. Here's Lopez. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Bucks.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
It always seems like great teams find the best glue guys, the guys that make them a team. Who are some of those players who just bring a team everything and bring it together?
I call those guys value utility guys because they do so much that helps you win, and things just seem to run better and go smoother when they're on the court. And there are a lot of them that fall into that category. They're not your primary stars, but they make the stars better. Robert Covington from Philadelphia has that ability because he shoots it well and defends multiple positions. And Draymond Green is probably at the head of the class.
By the way, you're our glue guy. You're a 2K.
Glad to be part of the team.
Second free throw, no good.
Boy, you look at Mike Budenholzer, and he's moved into a nice situation this offseason. Atlanta in rebuild mode, and the Milwaukee Bucks heading in the other direction. One of the best teams in the East. That's a good landing spot for Budenholzer.
Milwaukee in the lead. Pass to Zeller. Now here's Brogdon. Vucevic defending. Outside, out of the Kumbo. Picked by Zeller. 6 on the shot clock. Zeller, a screen on Grant. Dellavedova from outside, and another 3 for Milwaukee. And Budenholzer, well respected around the league. Talk about what he brings now, Clark, to the Milwaukee Bucks, his new team.
Yeah, I think he brings a continuity offensively, ball movement and spacing, and a pretty good system defensively as well.
Antetokounmpo can't get it to go. The Magic trail by 5. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. The shot's good from Fournier.
Yeah, those shots are taken totally in rhythm, high percentage quality shots, and really getting whatever he wants.
They set the pick. Here's Brogdon. Right through the D for the layup. Brogdon's got his first basket of the night.
Boy, he's able to burn you on the drive. Gotta like Brogdon being aggressive in these situations.
Picked by Vucevic. Grant kicks to Vucevic. Over Zeller. Vucevic with the bucket.
And it's just been an avalanche of points here in the early going.
Yeah, you know, both teams scoring at a really steady clip. If you like good offense, you've come to the right spot. This is your game.
Here's Antetokounmpo after the made shot from Nikola Vucevic. Grant outside. Down low. Vucevic. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And Henson kicks to Dellavedova. Henson the pass to Dellavedova. Left side, out of the Kumbo. That missed basket now makes him 4 of 8 from the field. Gordon inside. Defended by Henson. And it's Gordon missing. Zeller passes to Antetokounmpo, and sticking right with it, gets the foul with the bucket, and he'll go to the line.
Well, I tell you what, he's putting together quite a game here, knocking down shots and building upon this lead.
Ross is checked in for Orlando. Jonathan Simmons comes in for Fournier. That's good from Antetokounmpo.
And you might have heard this story about Giannis growing a couple of inches since he was drafted, but how about the strength this kid is at? Under 200 pounds as a rook. He's added a good 35 pounds of muscle through his dedication in the weight room.
Good on the bucket.
It's obvious down in the paint is where Vucevic is most comfortable, just utilizing his size and strength against anybody who tries to defend him.
Now here's Antetokounmpo, 11 points in the game. Pass to Henson. Henson sets a screen for Brogdon. Over Simmons, and the Bucks miss again. And you talk about Antetokounmpo's strength, Clark. It serves him well with his attacking style.
No question about it, Kevin. I mean, he used to just try to blow by defenders. Now he'll go right through you. He'll get his weight into you, get you on your heels, and then with that unbelievable reach, you've got no chance.
Let's talk about what a rare talent Giannis is. And it's true. Unrivaled athleticism and versatility.
Milwaukee shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
That's good from Antetokounmpo. Mark, when you played some tremendous talent at the forward position, as you go back in your Rolodex, who was the toughest matchup for you?
Well, I look at some of the names of guys that I played against. Mark Aguirre, Larry Bird, obviously Kevin McHale in Boston. Calvin Nat was terrific with Portland at the time. Marcus Johnson in Milwaukee. Bernard King in New York probably was the toughest guy I had to deal with because he was such an animal and beast as a scorer and was relentless in his movement without the ball. He was probably the hardest guy I had to check.
There's some great names there.
Yeah, big-time scores at that forward position.
Kicks it out to Gordon. Gordon with a screen on Brogdon. Grant the pass to Gordon. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
Well, you can't let Gordon have room from outside. I mean, he's more than capable of knocking down those perimeter shots.
Here's Antetokounmpo. The shot, no good. And Orlando the other way now. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
Yeah, you're just not going to win many committing turnovers at the rate they did. That was just outrageous.
Yeah, carelessness. That's what it was. I mean, slinging all kind of risky passes and dribbling with no purpose. I call that treadmill dribbling. You're moving but not going anywhere. You can't win that way.
Here's Grant. Giannis Antetokounmpo making his last shot. Shot from 12. And it's Gordon missing. 59 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Henson's shot is off. The Magic trail by 4. Ross kicks to Grant. That's tipped. Here's Vucevic. Outside for Simmons. Brogdon against Grant. Rebounded by the Bucks. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
And always tough on the road, but that attack mindset that they brought offensively, I really felt like that set them apart.
And what stood out to me, Greg, was the aggressiveness. I mean, it seemed like they just were eager to get it done, wanted it a tad more than the other team.
For Milwaukee, they have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one. That's good from Henson.
The former Tar Heel, John Henson, is incredibly efficient on both ends of the court.
Henson hits them both.
Yeah, drawing fouls and making them pay at the line.
Boy, I love that attack mentality. Get in there and force the officials to make a call.
Brogdon against Grant. Kicks it to Vucevic. Over Zeller. The Magic again can't hit. And so it's Milwaukee with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And we'll be back with you shortly. Already a superstar, Antetokounmpo talked about how much more he can improve.
I'm just trying to focus on the court. What's my next step as a basketball player? Because I know this is just the beginning. I haven't even reached my potential yet. I think I have a long way to go, and maybe one day I can be top 10 in all those things. I feel like I can do that.
I think he's already a top 10 player with his skill set and physical tools, Greg. He can be an all-time great.
He's shown the dedication. I think he's only going to get better.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. When you consider how the Bucks are doing, what do you guys think?
I mean, an interesting first quarter. The pressure D seems to be causing a lot of turnover.
Just jumped all over him, Greg. I mean, pounced on him, using their length and quickness to come away with those steals.
John Henson out there with Antetokounmpo. Then there's Muhammad. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. And it's Zeller in at the 5 spot. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Henson, and slam dunk by Henson.
Yeah, you know what? He's a skilled passer, so if you leave people open around Brogdon, he'll make you wish you didn't.
Pick by Vucevic. Grant kicks to Vucevic. It's deflected. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
Chris Middleton's checked in for Milwaukee. And a switcher also for Orlando. Bamba is checked in for Aaron Gordon. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Simmons against Middleton. Outside, Simmons. He kicks it to Grant. Vucevic a screen on Brogdon. Down to 5 on the shot clock. No good from Grant.
Man, right play, wrong result on that one. Generally, you knock those down.
Not much else you can do there. I mean, that's what you want. Too bad they weren't able to finish it off.
Now here's Muhammad, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
You know, Shabazz Muhammad was one of the biggest names in all of high school sports as a senior. He's still trying to find that same kind of buzz and groove at this level.
And Clark, you look at the Bucks roster. What's the biggest area of need, in your opinion?
The question mark I see is the center position, Kevin. Von Maker might have some upside and could very well fill that void, but they lack a presence in there now.
And that one falls for Muhammad.
And, you know, the Bucks in recent seasons have employed an aggressive trapping style defensively. Diminishing returns, though, as the league has figured it out. Now they've gone back to the drawing board.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Lopez, he's checked in for Tyler Zeller. Ilyasova comes in for Henson. And it's Eric Bledsoe in for Malcolm Brogdon. And with the Bucks' length and athleticism, the pressure style of D made sense.
Yeah, you know, but when it broke down, Kevin, they gave up open threes in today's game. That's almost as bad as a layup.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Here's Vucevic. Another miss by Orlando.
And as he squares up for mid-range, the defender right in his face.
Yeah, I like the fact, Greg, that he crowded the shooter there, made him uncomfortable, got into his airspace a bit. Looked like he forced the shot.
And it'll be Orlando with their first time out of the game right here. And last season, not the one Brook Lopez wanted to have before heading into free agency.
He just never seemed to find a place with the Lakers and saw his minutes decline as he wasn't in their plans. Averaged a career low in terms of minutes played per game last year. And I think he still's got a lot to offer and should bounce back closer to his all-star level of output.
Augustine against Bledsoe. Augustine dishes to Ross. To the paint. They need this one. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Got to give the defense credit. That was a great contest on a high percentage shot in the paint.
Here's Middleton. That one, no good. Simmons with the defensive effort. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, the Orlando Magic has struggled to find difference-making players in the draft or in free agency. Their goal is to get younger but get better at the same time. And it's difficult to do, even in the Eastern Conference, but Orlando is determined to get this right. Kevin?
And the journey continues for them and a lot of teams. D.A., thank you. Now here is Augustine. Chris Middleton unable to get his last shot to go. Here's Ross.
You know, Kevin, somewhat inconsistent on the defensive end has been Muhammad, but he shows you what he can do when he concentrates and is motivated. And, you know, that's a second foul early in this quarter. I think he's got to be much more cautious in how he defends now.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in this second quarter of play. Bledsoe against Augustine. Vucevic setting the pick for Augustine. Over Bledsoe.
Sometimes I don't think Bledsoe, actually all the time, Bledsoe doesn't get enough credit for his defense. He does a nice job keeping his man in front.
A chance here to assess what parts of the floor the attempts have been coming from as we look at the shot chart for the Bucks.
And the corner three has not been their shot of choice here tonight. And I think a big reason for that has been the defensive setup. They came in focused on taking away the short-range triple.
First free throw is good.
You know, guys, Nikola Vucevic is a very skilled big man out of USC. He rebounds well, scores it from inside, and has a nice touch. He's got a really well-rounded offensive game as a center. Even added a three-ball to his repertoire recently to further stretch out interior defenses.
And the Magic making a change here. Fournier is checked in. And with Vucevic, he's an established scorer, but also a very unselfish player.
Yeah, he's a very smart player, too. A big guy with nice mobility, excellent hands, passes well for his position, works inside out. And as he continues to mature, I think you could see Vucevic leaning more and more on his ability to set others up out of the post rather than just looking for his own shot.
And here's Augustine following the three-pointer by Chris Middleton. Picked by Vucevic. And the foul on Eric Bledsoe. That's his third foul of the game.
And still early in the period, and they're only one foul away from being over the limit.
Jonathan Isaac, he's checked in for Orlando. Augustine against Bledsoe. Just 5 to shoot. Isaac. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Fournier against Middleton, and he banks in the layup. Middleton's got 5 points now this quarter.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And the dunk by Bamba.
Really easy to appreciate Isaac, Kevin. I mean, a solid teammate who's always ready to share the sugar.
Bledsoe passes to Lopez. Back to Bledsoe. Augustine with the steal. To the paint. There's the pick. Inside, Fournier. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That's on Brook Lopez. And when you look at Evan Fournier, he's just a reliable source for points whenever he's on the floor.
Yeah, and Fournier is a bit of a quiet scorer. I mean, he always ends up with a lot of points, but doesn't tend to wow you with any individual plays. Terrific shooter who just makes the most of his touches and his minutes whenever he's on the floor.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Fournier. And Evan Fournier, the young player out of France, gives you a lot to work with on the offensive end.
Yeah, Fournier has become more of an initiator, a guy who sets things up offensively. He can take over the ball handling duties from time to time and takes good care of it. He squeezes that orange pretty well, and he looks really comfortable, more and more comfortable, running the pick and roll.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
We are having a lot of success from the line here in the second quarter.
Bledsoe against Augustine. Now here's Bledsoe. Defense right on him. It is not good. He's made half of his 6 attempts. Augustine against Bledsoe. Now here's Fournier. He's got 9.
Cannot give him that much room from mid-range. They got to feel lucky he didn't knock that one down.
Here's Bledsoe. That one wide left. The Magic trail by 11. Here's Isaac. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Isaac's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Augustine against Bledsoe. And the pass to Middleton. Ilyasova a screen. Back to Bledsoe. He tries for 3. A 3-pointer is right on target. Bledsoe's got 10 points in the game.
You cannot allow any separation, especially to Bledsoe, because he's a legit threat to shoot off the screen.
Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
And Augustine kicks to Bamba. They set the pick. To the middle. Got a piece of it. Another miss by Orlando. Milwaukee leading by 15. Here's Middleton. And it's another Milwaukee shot right there going in.
Defense has no answer for him. I mean, none. They look completely lost. He's been on fire.
Passes it to Bamba. Vucevic down low. Lopez is there. Will it go? And Vucevic with the layup. Vucevic has got 6 in the quarter.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
Ilyasova dishes to Middleton. Ring shot on the way. Fournier pulls it down. The Magic trail by 15. Here's Bamba. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And, you know, last season the Magic fell short of their goals, dealt with a lot of injuries, and just had a lot of holes in their roster, too. What was an uphill battle to begin with became really an impossible one.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And as you said, the Magic last season dealt with numerous injuries.
Yeah, you know, the fact of the matter, Kevin, is the Magic just didn't have enough talent to compete either, in spite of the injuries. Rebounding the ball was an issue, and they didn't have any area of the game that they were really great in.
Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Milwaukee. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Mark, it always seems the coaches get fired a lot, and there's kind of the rotating names there. But the GMs who hire them stay in place. What's your take on that?
Yeah, you know, it's fairly complex, Kevin. I don't know if we have enough time to delve into it effectively here, but my initial feeling is every circumstance is a little different. And sometimes it's a little easier to move the coach than the general manager for whatever reason. But there should be more accountability for GMs, not just for who they draft, but also who they hire as coaches. So I'm mixed, but I kind of understand why sometimes the coach is a little more readily expendable.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. John Henson's checked in for Lopez, and Brogdon subbed in for Eric Bledsoe.
He hit 1 3 in the first, but the well has been totally dry for him in the second.
You know, when you see Antetokounmpo make a pass like that, it tells you just how much he's matured and grown as a player and decision maker.
Now, here's Isaac. He's got 7. Outside Fournier. Just 5 to shoot. Count the basket. Fournier's got 4 points in the quarter.
And, you know, when it comes to carving up the defense, Fournier, very clever, especially in the pick and roll, where they don't have any idea what to do with it.
Fournier against Brogdon. Bank shot, no good. The Magic trail by 13. Gordon for 3. Down it goes. That's 4 made from the field. He's 4 of 8.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Milwaukee's gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. And it's Jonathan Isaac with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Bucks making a change here. Sellers checked in.
Checking in for Milwaukee, Tyler Zeller.
And Henson kicks to Antetokounmpo. There's a screen. Stolen by Bamba. Grant outside. Gordon. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Gordon's got it back down to single digits for Orlando. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Magic.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
And Orlando has possession. Following the bucket by the Bucks. Gordon a screen. Grant kicks to Fournier. No good on the triple.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
I would agree. And it's Gordon missing. Bucks leading by 12. Inside, here's Dellavedova. Some solid defense from Grant.
And that's solid defense, rock solid, contesting without fouling. Well done. Well, for the Bucks in 2017, it was the opening of their new state-of-the-art team facility. A year later, right next door, they've inaugurated their new home arena.
And the Bucks sparing no expense with all these new assets.
Well, to bring top talent in and compete with the best, you need to create a winning environment and culture. The Bucks making those investments.
Two shots.
No good on the free throw for the Magic. Ross is checked in for Isaac, and Simmons subbed in for Evan Fournier. And the second free throw, good. 1:07 left to play in the first half. Here's Dellavedova. Back to Antetokounmpo. Henson, a screen on Grant. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Antetokounmpo, and it's blocked by Gordon.
Good defensive instincts there displayed by Gordon, reading the shooter all the way and timing the rejection perfectly.
Grant outside. Outside Gordon. Stolen by Dellavedova. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Back to Antetokounmpo. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
You know, since entering the league at age 18, Antetokounmpo has really grown. The Greek Freak, now one of the league's premier talents, no doubt.
He's shooting free throws, number 4 in 5 here.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
Splashed them one after another. It really was quite a display from the stripe.
Two shots.
That's good from Antetokounmpo.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
One way to protect the lead, knock down those free throws, and 100% free throwing for the quarter, that's superb.
Both free throws good from Antetokounmpo. The Magic trail by 13. And here is Grant, coming in off a 10-point performance last game out. Pass to Gordon. Over Henson. Another miss by Orlando.
You know, the right thing there to try to fade away with the D all over him, but that is a difficult shot to sink.
That'll do it for the first half. Bucks lead by 13. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Chris Middleton. Chris, a big effort from you guys in the first half. How do you keep that momentum going?
Come out with energy, you know, just try to keep pushing the ball and get stops.
We know that's coach's emphasis, Chris. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings, friends and neighbors. One half down, another half to go. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. It was a big-time first quarter for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He ended up with 19 points, 5 rebounds, and 1 assist. Shaq, let's get your take on Milwaukee.
Well, a specific thing that impresses me about Giannis, the ground he covers in just a couple of steps. Uses his length and speed to get up in the floor, get to the rim. Very difficult for anyone to keep up with him, as we saw in the first half. I don't believe this guy's a 7-foot point guard.
How about you, Kenny? What did you think about Orlando?
Well, look, they turn the ball way too much. You can't do that in the NBA. Teams are just too talented. You can't give them that many possessions. Don't give away the entire game just by giving up an extra few possessions here and there. These guys need to come with more precision in the second half.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks
Goodbye,
for
folks.
joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, he's really been catching the defense off guard so far here in this game, racking up a bunch of trips to the line.
Yeah, and you know what? I like the fact that he's staying in aggressive attack mode. I mean, forcing the issue, making the defense foul.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. Bucks leading by 13. Tipping off the second half. Here's Steve Clifford's 5. Gordon down low with Bamba next to him. Augustine and Fournier are in the backcourt. And it's Isaac into the 3 slot. Now here's Bledsoe. Shot clock at 6. Ilyasova a screen. Here's Antetokounmpo. And what was that about? Not a good shot right there. Here's Isaac. The 17-footer goes down. Isaac's got the first bucket of the third here for the Magic.
Love seeing shoot off the dribble, demonstrating how effective his pull-up jumper is. That's nice.
Ilyasova a screen. Bledsoe with it. Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And a sturdy screen set for him that time, and he doesn't fool around, just straight to the rim for the finish.
No way for his man to get around that one, that's for sure.
No chance, Kevin. I mean, the screen was in the right spot. His feet were set. He would have had to go straight through him, and that's not legal.
Eric Bledsoe, Greg, one of the league's best slashers.
Yeah, he gets to the rim with regularity, and he finishes at a high rate, lives at the line. He is a nightmare in the open court.
Milwaukee leading by 11. Ilyasova inside the line, and some very quick points for him on that possession.
Ilyasova has no problem with defenders being draped all over him up in his jersey because his shot release is so quick, he just dismisses sticky defense.
Augustine with it, now guarded by Bledsoe. Bamba passes to Fournier, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo. And so it looks like the Magic will retain possession here. Clock at 6. And Augustine kicks to Bamba.
Yeah, I don't want to dismiss the defensive chops of Antetokounmpo. I mean, he is so good at handling himself on the defensive end, whether he's guarding his own guy or in position to help his teammates.
Now here's Gordon, following the miss by Brook Lopez. Now Middleton, 13 points in the game. And there's the feed to Ilyasova. Augustine against Bledsoe. From outside the arc, Augustine no luck. Bucks leading by 13. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Shots good by Middleton.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over. They're getting their first look of the season at the Bucks in this one.
The game is the first of a 3-game season series for these clubs, both looking to take round 1.
And Greg, the first time you face a team in the season, that's when you're looking to take that mental advantage. Demonstrate you're better, and that could make it easier down the road.
All right, a chance to check out stats for DJ Augustine. Last season's performance for him, 15th in free throw percentage, and he was also extremely dependable behind the three-point line, finishing the season among the top 20 in three-point percentage.
And let's again give him credit for knocking down free throws at such a torrid pace. He was operating in a steady groove all last season. Now here is Augustine. No scoring yet from him. That's likely to change.
That's his 4th foul. I'm sure he recognizes the situation because number 5 will put him in a rough, tough spot.
Fournier for 3.
And they've struggled from three-point range here in the second half, and it's making it that much harder for them to chip away at that lead.
Offensive rebound. Lopez with the bucket.
Yeah, bully balling his way to the rack that time. Lopez with a great second effort.
Lob pass to Gordon, and he lays in the alley-oop.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a path to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch.
And he chose the conservative finish with the nice, easy layup, which was a good decision.
Here's Middleton, following the score by Aaron Gordon. Bamba kicks to Gordon. He feeds it to Bamba. Outside Fournier. Gordon a screen. Shot clock at 6. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Gordon's got 17.
And right now, Gordon is on a whole nother level now. I mean, he's not forcing anything. He's really letting the game come to him, and his shots are being taken right in rhythm.
Now here's Lopez. Here's Antetokounmpo outside for Bledsoe. And it's off from three-point range. The Magic trail by 12. Gordon the pass to Bamba. Bledsoe against Augustine. Pass to Gordon. And here is Isaac. Outside Fournier. Gordon a screen. Second chance shot. That's tipped.
Boy, the defensive chops of Ilyasova really coming into play here. I mean, quite surprising, actually impressive at how good he is at timing those shot blocks.
The Magic making a switch here. Vucevic is checked in. Here is Augustine. Off the inbound. Good D by Bledsoe. And it's the Bucks on the break. Isaac with the steal. There's the dish to Fournier. Vucevic, the shot, no good. Good D by Lopez. In the corner, Middleton with it. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got 3 assists in the game.
And, you know, one of the areas where the Orlando Magic struggled was with consistency, but not only on the floor, but across the franchise. a lot of coaching turnover the past decade.
And here's Bledsoe following Evan Fournier's three. Right side out of Kumbo. And it's sent back by Isaac.
What a wingspan Isaac has. I mean, this guy is incredible at denying shots, and he loves to do it. You know, I think when you've got somebody that open on the perimeter, a good shooter, the kickout's the only choice.
And the Magic have gone through a lot of coaches, as you said.
Yeah, lack of continuity at that position can really derail any momentum you're attempting to build. And the same can be said about their players. A lot of trades and turnovers with the roster. That's not a recipe for consistent success.
And when you take a look at that shot chart, the amount of misses lately, really unbelievable.
Yeah, a lot of blanks there. Can't hit a thing.
And the Bucks with some changes. Henson comes in for Ilyasova. And Brogdon subbed in for Chris Middleton. Sharon Grant, he's checked in for the Magic. Now here's Gordon. 17 points in the game. Lopez passes to Antetokounmpo. Sinks that one from the post. Antetokounmpo's got 4 points this quarter. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Milwaukee.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Aaron Gordon is no pushover. Far from it. I mean, with the ability to knock down shots despite contact, this young fella's impressive.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. And the Bucks making a change here. Zeller's checked in. Jonathan Simmons is checked in for the Magic. Free throw no good from Gordon.
Well, sometimes it just takes an opportunity in the NBA, and Aaron Gordon has made the most of it. Since taking over that power forward role full-time, he has shown remarkable improvement. Plays with more confidence and aggression on offense and has transformed himself as a player.
Now here's Simmons. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Clock at 2. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Here's Zeller, and that one comes up a bit short. And for Gordon, in his first full season as a starter, he instantly became a star in the league.
And when he was taken 4th overall, this was the type of player the team was hoping he'd become. His outside shot has improved by leaps and bounds and always plays with speed and athleticism. And now I think he's got a much more fully rounded game, which makes him dangerous.
And it's put back in by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 12.
Quite honestly, Vucevic is one of the most aggressive and best rebounders in the association.
Picked by Zeller. Off the screen, and Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And a sturdy screen set for him that time, and he doesn't fool around, just straight to the rim for the finish.
No way for his man to get around that one, that's for sure.
No chance, Kevin. I mean, the screen was in the right spot. His feet were set. He would have had to go straight through him, and that's not legal.
Zeller inside. Vucevic defending. Shot by Zeller, no good.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Textbook defense all around. Nice job at contesting the shot without fouling, and that's how you do it. Well done. Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
Brogdon kicks to Bledsoe. Five to shoot. Henson, a screen on Gordon. No good from Bledsoe.
And as he squares up for mid-range, the defender right in his face.
Yeah, I like the fact, Greg, that he crowded the shooter there, made him uncomfortable, got into his airspace a bit. Looked like he forced the shot.
Henson sets a screen for Bledsoe. The pass to Brogdon. Over in the corner, on to Kumbo. And now here comes Simmons leading the break. Here's Grant. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Pass break, Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo passes to Bledsoe.
And no question about it, Bledsoe has major bounce now. Fantastic at elevating and throwing it down.
Down low, Gordon, and then Gordon with the dunk.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
And the jam by Tyler Zeller.
And Kevin, plays like that, really the reason they've got a nice lead right now. Just a great job on the glass.
And Greg, the jam and the follow gets their whole bench jumping. Look at them, they are really into it.
Yeah, they sure are. That's a little salt in the wound there. I mean, they take a miss and turn it into one of the plays of the game. That hurts.
And the shot goes in. 14 points for Vucevic.
Vucevic never losing sight of the basket despite the best efforts of the defense. That, folks, is real good focus.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting two.
And Malcolm Brogdon, the son of a lawyer and a college dean, no less. His maturity and thoughtfulness certainly reflect that upbringing.
And with the way Brogdon conducts himself, some teammates call him, Greg, the president.
Yeah, he has an air about him. That he has that leadership quality and has a goal to create an NGO to alleviate poverty and hunger in developing nations. Who knows? Politics might not be out of the question for this young man.
That free throw good from Brogdon.
And, you know, the 2016-17 Rookie of the Year continues to impress. Brogdon is a valuable role player who does a lot of things well.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Shabazz Muhammad comes in for Antetokounmpo, and it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Eric Bledsoe. And a change for the Magic. Ross is checked in, so he gets them both. And for the Orlando Magic, the 2017-18 season, Clark, not a great one, but they did have some bright spots.
Well, they saw what Aaron Gordon can do. That's a positive. Had a chance to grow some young players like Jonathan Isaac. A tough season for sure, but this is all part of evaluating what you have and where you stand.
Now, here's Brogdon. After the miss from Vucevic, Brogdon. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Vucevic has got 7 rebounds in the game. And a wide open look for Simmons. They get it back. And Vucevic kicks to Simmons. Goes back up. And it's Vucevic missing.
Now, that's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Textbook defense all around. Nice job at contesting the shot without fouling, and that's how you do it. Well done.
Here's Gordon following the bucket by the Bucks. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. So it's the Bucks now. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. And Vucevic kicks to Grant. Back to Vucevic. Simmons passes to Ross. Simmons sets a screen for Ross. The Magic again can't hit.
And low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
I agree with you. Not a good shot, not good offense. They can get a much better look than that, but they're going to need to be patient to do so.
And so it's Milwaukee in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. They've excelled in the open court. Their transition game has allowed them to build this healthy lead. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. The Magic trail by 16. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. And Milwaukee looking at who they've got. Brogdon and Middleton pair up at the 1 and the 2. John Henson out there with Ilyasova. And it's Zeller in at the 5 down low. Ross with the steal. Here's Grant. And the dunk by Grant.
And, you know, from one end to the other, that play was all Ross. His length can be a real factor.
Brogdon kicks to Henson. Ilyasova a screen. Henson dishes to Middleton. And Vucevic pulls it down. Vucevic has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Grant, that's good.
I tell you what, total team player. When Simmons hits the open man like this, he adds value to his team.
Middleton against Simmons. And it's Middleton penetrating. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Well, you want to talk about the smoothest players in the league? You can't forget about Chris Middleton. I mean, he's not a blow-you-away athlete, but he has really good length and a sweet stroke, and he can get his shot off anytime.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And you look at Chris Middleton, Clark. What doesn't he do well?
You know, there's not much. He does a little bit of everything well. He's a smart, versatile defender. He can command the double team with his scoring and punish the double team with his passing as well. He can hurt you a lot of different ways, Kevin.
Lopez, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for Henson. Middleton hits them both.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
Augustine passes to Ross. Picked by Vucevic. And with that, the Bucks lead is cut to just 11 on the basket from Ross.
Man, I like the three-point stroke of Ross. Gets it off so effortlessly. Man, he's got terrific form.
Antetokounmpo against Ross. Off the screen, Antetokounmpo. And Bamba pulls it down. Bamba's got 4 rebounds now tonight. The shot's good from Fournier.
And he's finally getting the feel from beyond. His second 3 of the half right there.
Vucevic against Ilyasova. Dishes it to Middleton. Now here's Antetokounmpo. Second shot opportunity. And the layup is good. Antetokounmpo's got 27 points.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
And Antetokounmpo on the follow. He has 29.
And they've gotten very aggressive on the offensive glass here in the second half, getting a lot of second chance points.
Here's Fournier, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And a season after he won the most improved player, Antetokounmpo, Clark, was a legit MVP contender.
No doubt about it. I think if the Bucks had been a top seed, perhaps he could have won it, although James Harden was phenomenal last season. The league has been put on notice. This is a guy who wouldn't surprise me at all if he became an MVP at some point in his career.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
And that one falls for Fournier. And the Bucks back in 2001, advancing to the conference finals. In the subsequent 17 seasons, Clark, they've yet to win a playoff series. Is this the year?
Well, when you have a top-5 caliber player in Giannis Antetokounmpo, expectations rise, and you do have a better chance to advance in the playoffs. Earning a top seed, though, I think is important because that gives you home court advantage, which we know is helpful. You know, he's a steady hand at the free throw line, showing tremendous confidence in this one.
Lopez inside. It's hauled in by the Magic. Bamba's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And even though Vucevic can get you a good amount of blocks and steals, Clark, in a season, most would agree his defense isn't a strong point.
No, it's not, but it's not a liability either, Kevin. I mean, he understands where to be and how to get there. He's not super athletic and doesn't protect the rim in a shot-blocking fashion, but he knows how to use his body to position himself well defensively.
Free throw drops for Vucevic.
And the size and skill set that Vucevic possesses makes it hard for defenders. He's agile as a 7-footer, and he also has enough body and knows how to use it that defenses have a real problem with it.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Great touch from the line. Always important for bigger guys to be able to come through at the stripe.
Antetokounmpo against Ross, and it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Antetokounmpo's got 12 points here in the second half. And Augustine kicks to Bamba. Back to Augustine. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Lopez a screen. Here's Antetokounmpo. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
That's his 4th personal foul. Shooting from Milwaukee, Giannis Antetokounmpo. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. He hits one and misses one, each at the line. The Magic trail by 11. Ross passes to Bamba. Great D that time for Middleton. Augustine against Brogdon. Now here's Lopez, guarded closer. And Middleton kicks to Antetokounmpo. Clock at 4. Ilyasova, a screen on Ross. Count it, good. 34 points for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Fantastic read by Antetokounmpo. I mean, ready to attack or spring up for the jump shot. Whatever the defense is willing to give him, that's what he takes.
Now here is Augustine. Outside Fournier. Vucevic setting the pick for Fournier. And stolen by Ilyasova. The shot by Middleton, wide open. Sinks the three-pointer. Middleton's got 23.
He's really picked up where he left off in the first.
And Augustine kicks to Ross. The run, the rebound by the Bucks.
Kevin, I like the defense there. I mean, they didn't make that easy, and he definitely seemed intimidated by the defenders.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
Eric Bledsoe's checked in for Brogdon. Gordon's checked in for Orlando. Jonathan Isaac comes in for Terrence Ross.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That free throw good from Ilyasova.
A couple of things that make Ilyasova so unique are his quickness and shooting ability at 6'10".
There's the pick. And Fournier kicks to Isaac. To the inside. Bamba. Basket good.
A smart, decisive pass inside there. He really made it easy for his teammate.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Deflects the pass. 3-on-3. Middleton against Fournier. Shot from 12. Middleton can't get it to go. The Magic trail by 17. Near the three-point line, it's Gordon. Lopez grabs the board. Lopez has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Hey, you know, in the age of analytics, there's a ton of talk about player efficiency these days. And as we can see by Antetokounmpo's performance tonight, his efficiency, extraordinary.
Yeah, and that's number 5. One more, and he is going to be done for the day.
Augustine passes to Fournier. It's blocked by Lopez.
Lopez showing off the length there to get to that shot.
Here's Ilyasova, and it's blocked by Gordon. Bamba kicks to Isaac. Orlando moving the ball around. Augustine, no luck. Milwaukee leading by 19 points. From deep, Ilyasova traps in the trade. Ilyasova's got 6 points in the quarter.
Boy, Ilyasova, really an aggressive mindset scorer. I mean, when he's in rhythm and he's getting the ball in a good spot, he's a highly effective point producer.
Here's Augustine. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
Lopez a screen. For 3, Middleton, good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. Bledsoe's got 3 assists tonight.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Ilyasova.
Man, you love the effort. Just getting the hand in there and knocking it out.
Really came close to the pilfer. But they'll take that effort. Mucking things up is sometimes just as good as a steal.
Here's Augustine. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. One of those ongoing discussions about adding a 4th referee. Clark, would that help us, you think, call the game more accurately?
No, it would just crowd the court more.
Right.
I mean, come on, what are we talking about here? There's a human element to everything we do. Calls are going to be missed. We've grown and gotten better and highlighting different aspects of calls, being more transparent about it. The video replay, I think, has been more good than bad in the game. There are going to be mistakes. You make them, I make them, the referees make them, coaches make them, players make them. We can't totally eliminate the human element of the game. A 4th official would not add to the ability to get more calls right. They're getting 94, 95% of them right now. You think another official is going to move the needle? Come on.
Here's Milwaukee now. They're on a 19-6 run. Bledsoe dishes to Antetokounmpo, and they double up Antetokounmpo. Knocks it loose. Isaac with the steal. That's tipped.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Here's Gordon. Yep, that one goes in there. Gordon's got 25 points.
Boy, I tell you, he has been lights out. Sadly, they're still behind. He needs his guys to step up.
Augustine against Bledsoe. Stolen by Bledsoe. To the paint. And Aaron Gordon gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Stolen by Gordon.
They're doing well overall, but the turnovers have been the exception.
Yeah, it has been, and they've been able to overcome the carelessness to this point, but I'm sure the coaching staff wants that to get cleaned up right now.
And then Gordon with the dunk.
Yeah, love watching Isaac find the open teammate. Has great floor awareness out there and just knows when one of his guys has a clean look.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. And although Gordon had never won a dunk contest, there's no doubt that he's one of the league's most lethal artists in the air.
Yeah, he really is. Creative, great bounce and strength. Was recorded at the combine with a 39-inch vertical. I think he gets off the floor much higher than that at times. He's got great power and a good frame. You know, if you see Gordon coming down the lane with a step, you better run for cover if you don't want to be posterized.
Trying to get a buck. I'm a pro, so they duck and say I'm loco. Meanwhile, rappers say the same thing like Coco. I don't see a threat, I don't stress over bozos. I bounce back the best, and that's no pogo. I did it all solo with the mind of a mogo. They try to throw a low blow, no.
Now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets. And he makes that one.
Defense has no answer for him. I mean, none. They look completely lost. He's been on fire.
Gordon a screen. There's the pick. And Fournier kicks to Augustine. His three-pointers off the mark.
I mean, his field goal percentage isn't good. He's not helping his team out there shooting this poorly.
Lopez a screen on Augustine. Bledsoe passes to Ilyasova. Antetokounmpo with the ball. Defended by Gordon. Just 4 to shoot. And the double up Antetokounmpo. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here.
That's a jump ball.
And Milwaukee has possession. The Magic trail by 19. And here's Fournier.
At the line for the Magic, Evan Fournier. At the line for 2.
No good on that one.
Out of France, the sharp-shooting Fournier, an important player to this team because of his scoring ability.
He hits the second from the line. Antetokounmpo with the ball. And the double up Antetokounmpo. Stolen by Bamba. Gordon dishes to Fournier. Outside Gordon. Shot off the pick. Here's Isaac. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
Hey, if you're going to get offensive rebounds, you've got to stay active, and Isaac does that, doing a nice job utilizing his reach to snag those second chance opportunities.
Down low. And there's Ilyasova on on the assist from Antetokounmpo.
And now they are probably too far ahead. It's going to be nearly impossible to get back in this one.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one, Greg. I mean, they're in a groove right now, up big, hard to envision them losing this lead.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Bucks.
Their inside game was what secured them the win tonight.
They had their way in the paint, and those are all high-percentage shots, but the defense couldn't stop them from getting down low.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year, actually their 5th win on the year.
And so by winning the first of 3 to play in this season series, it should give them plenty of momentum and confidence for the next time they'll have to lace up their sneakers against the Magic.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And you have to love the effort he put forth on the glass. He played with a fire no one else could match as he chased down those rebounds.
Here's Bamba. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
That's his second personal foul. Shooting for Orlando, Mohamed Bamba. Taking 2 shots.
And he makes the first. Clark fast break fundamentals, center the ball, run 2 wings on each side, have another guy set up from outside, last guy trailing. We don't see that much convention.
No, we don't, Kevin, and I'm chuckling because I know it grinds the gears of a lot of basketball purists, mine included. I really don't like to see guys fan out to the 3 when the layup is readily available. It's part and parcel of how it's played now, but I think there's a balance. I think you should still be running for layups and use the 3 in transition, maybe in a delayed fashion versus the primary break fashion.
See a lot of turnovers, too, a lot of missed opportunities on the break these days.
Yeah, great point, Kevin. You're right. Guys trying to get that ball out to the 3 instead of taking the easy layup opportunity. Agree with you 100% there.
And Milwaukee has possession. And Middleton kicks to Dellavedova. Pass to Middleton. There's the pick. Here's Ilyasova. The rebound by Grant. On offense, here are the Magic. It's a 16-point game. Ilyasova passes to Middleton. Ilyasova a screen. Dellavedova with the ball. Back to Muhammad. Kicks it to Dellavedova. And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Eric Bledsoe. Eric, a strong performance tonight. What's been the difference?
We're getting out of transition, trying to get defensive stops. And everybody's just playing their game.
And it showed tonight, Eric. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time